Question 1. If the income of people increases, then they like to hold more cash for. Options. A. Cash motive. B. Non-cash motive. C. Transaction motive. D. None. Answer. C. Transaction motive. Question 2. If the bond price goes up, then the interest rate comes. Options. A. Up. B. No effect. C. Down. D. None. Answer. C. Down. Question 3. As per J.M. Keynes, if the nominal income increase, then people like to hold in their portfolio. Options. A. Cash. B. Bonds. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. Answer. A. Cash. Question 4. Keynes explained interest in terms of purely. Options. A. Monetary phenomenon. B. Statutory phenomenon. C. Real phenomenon. D. Non-monetary phenomenon. Answer. A. Monetary phenomenon. Question 5. The slope of LM curve is. Options. A. Downward sloping. B. Perpendicular sloping. C. Upward sloping. D. All of the above. Answer. C. Upward sloping. Question 6. Pure interest is. Options. A. Payment for use of money. B. Payment for risk involved in making loan. C. Payment for trouble involved for making loan. D. None. Answer. A. Payment for use of money. Question 7. Position of money demand curve depends upon. Options. A. Nominal income. B. Interest rates. C. Both A and B. D. None. Answer. C. Both A and B. Question 8. Using Hicks and Hansen synthesis, we can determine a certain relationship between. Options. A. Income and supply. B. Supply and demand. C. Income and rate of interest. D. Profit and income. Answer. C. Income and rate of interest. Question 9. At higher rate of interest, the holder of money will invest in bond or hold cash in hand. Options. A. Will hold the cash. B. Will invest in bond. C. Both in certain ratio. D. None. Answer. B. Will invest in bond. Question 10. Whereas an LM curve intersect, at that point the money supply is equal to money demanded and savings are equal to. Options. A. Interest. B. Income. C. Investment. D. Rate of interest. Answer. C. Investment. Question 11. Keynes assumed an economy with two assets, and these are. Options. A. Currency or current account having zero interest and bonds. B. Bonds and securities. C. Road and FD. D. All of the above. Answer. A. Currency or current account having zero interest and bonds. Question 12. As per J. M. Keynes, people like hold more bonds in their portfolio in two-asset economy if nominal interest rate is. Options. A. Higher. B. Lower. C. Slower. D. Faster. Answer. A. Higher. Question 13. Hicks and Hansen brought about a synthesis between classical theory of interest and liquidity preference theory of interest. The liquidity preference theory was proposed by which economist? Options. A. Adam Smith. B. J. M. Keynes. C. L. Robbins. D. None. Answer. B. J. M. Keynes. Question 14. author of book General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. Options: A. Adam Smith, B. L. Robinson, C. J. M. Keynes, D. None. Answer: C. J. M. Keynes. Question 15. As per Hicks and Hansen, the equilibrium rate of interest and income can be found where? Options: A. Is curve and LP curve intersect? B. Is curve and LM curve intersect? C. Classical curve and LM curve intersect? D. None. Answer: B. Is curve and LM curve intersect? Question 16. Pick the odd one. Options: A. Rent, B. Income, C. Wages, D. Interest. Answer: D. Interest. Question 17. Is curve is derived from which theory? Options: A. Classical theory, B. Liquidity preference theory, C. Classical and new theory, D. Classical and liquidity preference theory. Answer: A. Classical theory. Question 18. Expand LM curve. Options: A. Liquidity model, B. Liquidity preference and money supply equilibrium, C. Liquidity and money model, D. All of the above. Answer: B. Liquidity preference and money supply equilibrium. Question 19. LM curve is derived from which theory? Options: A. Keynes liquidity preference theory, B. Classical theory of interest, C. Both A and B, D. None. Answer: A. Keynes liquidity preference theory. Question 20. If the money supply is increased by government in economy, then interest rate. Options: A. Goes down, B. Goes up, C. No effect, D. All of the above. Answer: A. Goes down. Question 21. J. M. Keynes assumed an economy in which how many assets are available to invest? Options: A. 1, B. 3, C. 5, D. 2. Answer: D. 2. Question 22. According to J. M. Keynes, rate of interest and bond prices are related. Options: A. Directly, B. Parallel, C. Inversely, D. None. Answer: C. Inversely. Question 23. Hicks and Hansen synthesis uses which two theories? Options: A. Classical and new theories of interest, B. Classical and liquidity preference theories of interest, C. Classical and Smith theories of interest, D. None. Answer: B. Classical and liquidity preference theories of interest. Question 24. The slope of his curve is? Options: A. Upward sloping, B. Downward sloping, C. Perpendicular sloping, D. None. Answer: B. Downward sloping. Question 25. Is stands for? Options: A. Investment, salary, B. Investment, source, C. Investment, sample, D. Investment, saving. Answer: D. Investment, saving.